And here's one that I know is your personal pet peeve. When we negotiate contracts with our customers, I always see you commenting every time we make a change, accept a red line, reject a red, well, except we don't really comment, but reject a red line or add our own edits. We always comment. That's a nice thing to do, right? As a legal professional, as a courtesy to the other side's legal professional, we want to comment and indicate why you made that change and why it's important for our business. And the playbooks can do that. So if your playbook is going to be set up to say, if you see X, change it to Y, and here's the comment that you insert. What are your thoughts on playbooks having those comments built in? So whenever it suggests a red line, there's context around why you need that.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea and something that often gets overlooked because you often tend to just think of, okay, I want this clause to be changed. Here's how I want to change it. But you don't think about providing the rationale or context for why you're making that change. And that is something I think you definitely can include in a playbook and often should. Because the reason why it's a pet peeve of mine when something gets changed, especially something in a substantive way gets changed, and there's no comment, is I'm not a mind reader. I don't exactly know why you made that change. Presume I have some assumptions perhaps that I could make about why I made that change, but again, I don't know exactly why. And it's a lot easier for me to negotiate and a lot easier for me to figure out what my response should be if you provide some context for why you're making that change, which is why when you're running a playbook, in addition to just making some red line, providing a comment supporting your position, I think can be incredibly helpful, not just in terms of stating your position, but also in terms of expediting the review and helping make the negotiation go smoother and faster. Because oftentimes, again, people aren't mind readers, and they really would like to know exactly why you're doing what you're doing.